Where does energy come from? What is energy? What does it look like? Toastmaster of the evening, my fellow Toastmasters, and our honored guests. Tonight, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about energy. Like the introduction said, I've been in the energy field most of my life. And I wanted to describe to you what energy really is. How many engineers do we have tonight? Raise your hand. You spend a lot of money to be an engineer. Be proud of it. Any electrical engineers? We have a couple of electrical engineers. That's good. We can talk about energy. We can talk about the magnet. That probably wouldn't go for everyone. The engineers, a lot of numbers. You know what the difference between an electrical engineer and other engineers is? You're waiting for a punchline, right? Actually, you go to school for 2 years. Everybody goes to the same school for 2 years, and then there's a fork in the road, and you have to decide. Do I want to be a mechanical engineer, civil engineer, chemical engineer, or an electrical engineer? So for 2 years you think about that. What am I going to be? What am I going to be? And you look at the curriculum, and that electrical engineer is nothing but math, man. Math and calculus and numbers. It's like, I am not going to do that. So most people steer away from that. Just to find out that wherever they go, they still got all those numbers and math. How many of you like numbers? Love to talk numbers. You talk numbers all day long. Some of you do. I could. I live with numbers. Numbers is what I do. I'm either doing budgets or electrical calculations or all kinds of stuff. That doesn't help me to explain to you about energy. If I could just come, I could bring a periodic table up and talk about the different components and which components carry electricity better than others, and that probably wouldn't work either. What I could do, how can I explain to you what energy really is? I know what I can do. Will you help me? Are you willing to help me out a little bit? Sure. Thanks. All right. I appreciate that. If you'd have said no, I don't know what I would have done. I don't want to watch a football game, I think. I'm thinking about Abel's speech and how you have to know your subject and don't BS. And I see all these engineers and I'm starting to sweat. Abel, could you come up here and give me a hand? Come on up here. For those of you who don't know Abel, Abel always comes to the meeting right after work. And he wears a nice suit and tie. So you're on vacation, huh? No,
I'm working. I am working.
You stand right here.
Absolutely.
You stand right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change Abel to Adam. Not A-D-A-M. I'm saying A-T-O-M, the atom. Now the atom, Abel, he's made with a lot of stuff. We're going to throw in like 34 neutrons. But neutrons are really worthless. Nobody really cares about neutrons. So forget about the neutrons. Ooh, that hurt. And we're going to add about 29 protons. Now, protons are good things. They're always doing something. They're exciting. They're doing things like, can you do this? Can you do better? That's better. That's better. Now this is half of an atom. We need more. He's getting carried away. We need something to settle this guy down. Shira, could you help me out, please? I'm starting to get worried about this guy over there.
See why.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to add Shira to the mix. Now Shira is she plays the electron. And there's 29 electrons and 29 protons. So you see how Abel's calmed down? He's all calm. He's settled down. It's a nice, she does that thing. It's nice. There's nothing there. Okay? It's just mass. It's just an atom. And I can't do much with that. So I need another one. Phil, could you come up here and help me, Phil? Come on up here. You're an Abel. Wait a minute. There's only one Abel we're not going to create another Abel, all right? So you'll be the same atom that he is, but not quite like him. And we need electrons for you. Franz, could you come up here and help me? Now, Phil's a little carried away doing this. He's looking for help here, okay? Now, Franz, could you come over here? And now, you come in here. Now, she's also made of 29 neutrons. And now, Phil's calmed down and everything is good. You know? Look at that. How calm they are, how peaceful they are. Let's call this mass of atoms copper. We'll call it copper because copper is good. We like copper. Copper creates things. I like the color too. Matter of fact, you've got a little too much sun to be copper. But we'll let you be copper anyway. Now I'm going to be the power plant. I'm going to be power. But I need a little help with that. I need a little help with power. Liz, could you come help me out, please? She called on all of you guys during table topic. This is payback for her. Yeah. Come on, get her. How you doing?
Great.
Are you nervous?
No.
Not at all. You trust me?
Yes.
I feel pretty good already. I am going to create just one Liz. Just one little bitty electron. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to force this electron into Phil's world. Now, Phil's a pretty smart guy. You heard he's going to college again? I mean, continually. He's educated. He can do a lot of things. When Franz was in there, he had 29 electrons, his 29 protons. He was having fun. He was doing good. When I put Liz in there, he is confused. He can't handle it. So what? You see, he's suffering right now. So what's he going to do? Wait a minute, he thinks. I went to college. I can figure this out, even if I didn't take calculus. When I had 29, the world was good. 30, I can't handle. So what does he do? He kicks one of them out. And then there he is. Now look at those two. Aren't they happy? Everything is peaceful. But what happens to Franz? What happens to her? She's a little upset. She just got kicked out. She's looking for a place to go. So what does she do? She goes over to Abel's world. I haven't told her about Abel yet.
29, baby.
Now Abel, he's a veteran. But he can't even handle 30 electrons. He's confused. So what does he do? He kicks out Shira.
Oh, no, I did not.
So what happens to Shira? This is pure energy. This is energy. When you turn on that light switch,
Yeah, baby.
this is the energy. Look at her go, man. She's smiling. She is energy. Please give a hand for my help. Now, Shira is the energy that runs everything. Your lights, your stove, your dryer, everything. The only problem is, we created one Shira. What we need to create is 6.214506 times 10 quintillion Shiras. I can't handle that many Shiras. That's how many Shiras we need for you to operate a 100-watt light bulb for 1 second. That's a lot of Shiras. So when you go home tonight and you turn on that switch, think about how many Shiras just went to that light. But it goes further than that. Because before that switch was a breaker, was a meter, was FP&L. So where do you get your power? From FP&L. But where does FP&L get? They have to create it. They have to make it. And they make that from energy fuel, energy resources. Now, there are a lot of different kinds of fuel today. Wind generation. We've heard a lot about wind generation, but there's not enough of it. Wind generation accounts for about 4% of the world's energy use. 4%. It takes a lot of wind generators just to run one household. We could be talking about hydro. There's dams all over the country with hydro plants in them. Hydro accounts for about 7% of the world's energy. And then we move up the ladder to one of my not so favorite, nuclear. Now, nuclear is pretty clean. It does some right stuff, but with all the incidents we've had lately, I'm not really sure that's the right approach to go. Anybody live near Turkey Point? Anybody want to live near Turkey Point? And then there's natural gas. Now, natural gas seems to be a good, clean way to make energy. It's expensive, but there are a lot of concerns about the emissions of natural gas. Also, we have to depend on imports for our natural gas resources. And at the current rate that we're using natural gas, in 60 years, we'll be out of it. That's a resource that will be gone. Coal provides 45% of the world's energy. That sounds good, but there's a lot of concerns in that. When we're mining the coal, the environment is at risk. There's been over 300 laws passed in the last 5 years to protect the environment from the coal industry. These are good laws. They're stringent laws. I work in the coal industry, but I believe in saving the environment. What are we going to pass on to our kids? There's also concern about pollutants. A lot of talk today in the market about mercury. Mercury in the water we drink. And there's mercury emissions with coal. You can add scrubbers and you can do things to help prevent that. But even with coal, in 118 years, at the current rate, we will be out of coal. Now, I'm not going to live another 118 years. I'm not like Shira with all that energy. Most of us will not be around. Our kids won't be around in 118 years. But their kids will. Our grandkids will. And where are we going to get that energy? Somebody has to come up with a solution. I don't know the answer. I do know the answer today. Where you get your energy, there are two good answers to that question. One is FP&L, if you live here in Florida, or your REA. But the second answer, where do you get your energy each and every day? Where does your energy come from? Some people may say Red Bull, 5-hour power drink. There's so many of those drinks out there, I can't even name them all. There was one of them that's been illegal. It had so much alcohol in it. I didn't get to taste it, I'm sorry. I was looking forward to that one. Starbucks. How many of you go to Starbucks every day? How many of you drink coffee every day? How many of you drink a lot of coffee every day? Unfortunately, I drink coffee, and that's my. And you're still drinking coffee. It's 9 o'clock at night. But we use caffeine to get us started. But is that where our energy comes from, or is that just a crutch? I believe the only good answer for where you get your energy is people. People give you energy. You want to be with people. You want to work with people. You want to be with people that make you laugh. You want to be with people that make you smile. You want to be with people that inspire you. You want to inspire other people. That inspiration motivates you and everyone around you. A smile goes forever. So when you ask me where I get my energy, Toastmasters is a place to get your energy. We're here to support you. We're here to encourage you. We want to motivate you. We want to inspire you. And we want you to inspire us. By working together in Toastmasters, we create energy. The energy we create goes way past that door. We go home, we bring that energized person to everyone we meet. And hopefully when we get up tomorrow, we carry that energy with us. So when you ask me where I get my energy, I say I get my energy from you.